So, you just quit your job. Now what? Welcome to another video. I'm Murph, and I'm just a guy who quit his job in hopes of building something better. It's already been a roller coaster of a journey for me, and you should check out my previous video for more details. Since it took me longer than I liked to actually hit a productive stride, I'm hoping the tips in this video can help you jumpstart your own journey.
With a blueprint on the table?
Blueprints are plans, Elon Tusk, and whatever we plan will be canceled out by Heistatron's reveal that our plan was part of its plan.
Honestly, this should be done before you leave if possible, but it's never too late to make a plan. Without one, you're guaranteed to fail. Now, this is the part most videos would leave you hanging, but let's dive a bit deeper. So, as you make your plan, try to keep these following things in mind. The first definitely has to be money, because you have to find some type of way to survive during this transition period. Ideally, you want to make sure that you have enough to get you through at least 6 months. You should budget out what you'll need and then try to figure out where that money would be coming from. Can you get severance, unemployment? Do you have enough savings? Or maybe you need to get a part-time job like Lyft or Uber or whatever to get you through. Second, figure out where you want to go next. Do you want to just get a new job, or do you want to try to build a new career or something new for yourself? Third, what does your new day-to-day look like? Will you be taking online classes? Are you going to be exercising more? Or do you just want to sleep in a bit? Will you be working to develop a new product or skill? Or will you be making sales calls? If so, when and to whom? Do you want to have a 4-hour work day? Also, when are your rest days going to be? These are all important things to keep in mind to make sure that, one, you get the most out of the time that you have, but two, also make sure that you allow yourself to actually rest. Last but not least, plan for failure. You're going to be doing something new, and no matter how much planning you've done, the likelihood of something going wrong is extremely high. It's easy to fall back into bad habits and enjoy a little too much time off. Take some time to try to figure out what getting off track would look or feel like, and try to solve for that now. Try to anticipate how you'll be able to pivot if your initial plan doesn't work the way you envisioned. Whew, that was a lot. Still, this is one of the most important steps, and it's worth the time. You might be feeling a bit overwhelmed, but here's tip 2.
You gotta go home, man. How do I know I'm not gonna mess it up again? You won't. I hate to leave the thing.
Now that we've gotten the easy stuff out of the way, let's take it a step further. Whether you're ready to or not, you have to take action. It's time to start consistently putting yourself off balance and getting comfortable being uncomfortable. I know it's a bit cliche, but stick with me for a bit. When you're trying to do something truly new, your mind is going to fight you. The first things you'll think about are all the ways you can possibly fail. You'll immediately identify all the skills you don't have and come up with a bunch of reasons to put the action off. You gotta do it anyways. Yes, you'll probably make a bunch of mistakes on your first few tries and fail both often and spectacularly. The real growth comes from all the lessons you'll learn from those attempts. Review your failures and use that information to improve your next attempt. Update your plan if necessary. Just don't let the slip-ups, the fear, and the doubt paralyze you. Get back up, face your fears, and do it again.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, I now command you, give me a name, demon!
It took me a while to realize the hidden truth in horror movies, especially exorcisms. Just like the demons in these exorcism movies, until you take the time to name and define the source of your fear and anxiety, it will control you. Oftentimes, we'll find ourselves stuck. There'll be actions that we know we should take, but we'll allow our fear and anxiety to hold us back. It can be something as simple as calling a loved one or making a cold call to a potential business partner. It's easy to get stuck here because it just starts as a feeling. An emotional response that'll make you feel like staying put is better than dealing with some formless monstrosity. But if we take a step back and take the time to give it form, it becomes infinitely easier to deal with. Maybe we're hesitating to reach out to this loved one because we know they like to talk forever. Or maybe we're afraid of their judgment about another issue we've yet to clearly define. Maybe we don't want to make this cold call because we're afraid of being told no, and that response would make us feel worthless. The magic of this step is that the moment we say it, we immediately take away most of its power, as most often the fear sounds ridiculous when we say it out loud. Then it becomes something that we can plan for and anticipate, a concrete problem we can actually solve.
おい、お前がいねえと勝てねえぞ。マスター。
Let me start here. This video does not exist without the help of my loved ones. The extent to which I've had to rely on other people goes way beyond just words of encouragement. After building the courage to communicate my dreams and obstacles to my family and friends, they've each invested in me in one way or another. I don't have this camera, this microphone, or even the time to do this without them. My videos wouldn't be edited, and I would still be struggling to find ways to put these words together. If you can avoid it, don't try to do it all by yourself. On the other extreme, don't expect people to solve your problems for you. Try to find at least one person you can share your goals and obstacles with, as well as how you plan to overcome them. Take the actions that are necessary and allow your support system to help you how they can. Practice taking feedback and showing appreciation for the help you receive, because this is a long journey and it's a hell of a lot easier with just a little bit of company.
Adonis Creed is the heavyweight champion of the world.
You know what you just did?
It's one thing to be the #1 contender. It's a whole other thing to be champion. And I can hardly wait to see what's next for Adonis Creed.
Hey, you did it. After struggling for so long, you've taken a huge step towards a new future. If you can, take a day or two to relax and recharge. Try to live in that freedom for a moment. Now, for those of you who've seen Creed 2, you know he goes to take a whooping of epic proportions. But that's not what's important right now. You need to take the time to appreciate what you've actually accomplished. Tomorrow may bring more trials and hardships, but today, you're a champion. Own that. Thank you again for taking the time to watch today's video. If you found this information useful, or you just want to be able to continue this journey with me, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications, because we'll be bringing you more content like this very soon.